most extraordinary moment in the history of capitalism, the history of American business. And what I just mean by that is that Anthropic, they added $11 billion of ARR. And what is astonishing to me about this is that the SaaS and cloud revolution, it created, we'll call it between $5 and $10 trillion of value. And I would say arguably the three highest profile SaaS companies to have kind of been founded in the last 10, 12 years are Palantir, Snowflake, and Databricks. And these three companies have employed thousands of people, tens of thousands collectively. They've all spent 10 years building their businesses. And Anthropic added their combined businesses in 1 month. That's just nothing like that has ever happened in the history of capitalism. Forget my career, just the flat out history of capitalism, the history of business. I mean, it's wild. And then Krishna comes on this show and shares some stats. 500% NDR. Yeah,
you do the math on that for 3 years.
Yeah.
Insanity.
So there's just no precedent for this. And we, tech investors, you hear a lot of discussions about S-curves and investing in exponentials. I've just never seen an exponential like this. It felt even more extreme than DeepSeek, which was a very similar setup. If we go back to 25, there's a huge sell-off on DeepSeek, which was very strange because the paper gets published 7 days before DeepSeek Monday. It got published, I believe, on a Monday that was a holiday in America. And I read it, I thought, this feels like it might not read that positively for, the AI trade. I took action. We had DeepSeek Monday, where AI really imploded a week later. And that was really strange because by DeepSeek Monday, it was super clear that this was going to be the most positive thing that had ever happened to compute demand. Prices in the AWS availability zones in Asia had already doubled. You were seeing GPU availability go down. And this was just the first time we saw how much more compute hungry reasoning models are during inference than non-reasoning models. And so that was a similar setup, but you had to do some work to see that. I mean, it's not that hard to say, oh wow, stocks are selling off, the price of DRAM is going vertical, the price of GPUs in Asia are going vertical, GPU availability is going down, and then 2 or 3 days later, GPU prices in America started going up, GPU rental prices.